I got nothing for you. Yeah, I got nothing for you. All right, guys. That's it. Show's over. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. Here, watch this. Chair spinning. Whee! Chair spinning around. But why would I say I got nothing for you? Why would I do that? Hold on. Let me fix my chair up. Let me fix my chair up. For me to say I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. I got nothing for you. Now, why is it? Because Chucky Boy Schumer, who's been recently reelected as a Senate leader, has nothing for you. I got nothing for you. Because he's constantly being questioned about the Hunter Biden pardon. I mean, my goodness, these Democrats now showing their wazoos after a long time of preaching this kind of stuff here. It's funny. Hold on, because we got to lay down the groundwork. It's funny.
America, Donald Trump has quit on you.
He has? Oh, no.
We need a president with dignity, integrity, and the experience to lead us out of this crisis. A man with a steady hand and a big heart who will never, ever quit on America.
You mean Joe Biden, who fell asleep, who's always been falling asleep and crapping his pants? Joe Biden in his latest greatest adventure. Hey, who crapped my pants?
That man is my friend, Joe Biden. President Biden is not constantly stoking division, outrage, racial animus. He doesn't fan the flames of every single culture war. He doesn't seek to personally dominate every single news cycle. He doesn't insult, degrade, or constantly lie. Questions?
Okay. Here we go for the questions. Now, I think the audio's better on this one right here, but I had to play that out here because here we have, we got Klobuchar. Everybody duck, dodge, dip, dive, and dodge again. You have Senator Dick Durbin. Good to see you there, Dick. Is the country going well, Dick? Nice to see you again, Dick. And Cory Booker right there. No, wait. Is that who is that guy? Why am I forgetting his name? Yeah, that's him, right? I think I'm getting I'm getting secondhand Joe Manchin. And then there's Chucky Boy Schumer right there, too.
Questions? Yes, Bolton.
Do you agree with some of your Democrat colleagues who say that President Biden's pardon Hunter Biden was wrong or unwise? It's personal interest ahead of duty?
I got nothing.
I got nothing for you. Hold on. We're going to count this together because we're asking about Hunter Biden. I'm going to rewind this again, and I'll be raising the volume up on this because I thought the audio was better on this one. I got nothing for you. Hang on.
Questions? Yes, Bolton.
Do you agree with some of your Democrat colleagues who say that President Biden's pardon Hunter Biden was wrong or unwise? It's personal interest ahead of duty?
I got nothing for you on that.
One.
Can I follow up on that? Are you concerned with the lack of transparency, lack of honesty around Biden's decision to pardon?
As I said, I got nothing for you on that.
Two.
Nope. Gonna say,
Pardoning anyone on the way out of office, family members, sets a poor precedent.
thank you. I've got nothing for you on that.
But the question is, they talked about January 6th pardons. This is a playbook for incoming President Trump. Isn't this a problem? Did he not establish a bad precedent for pardons?
I got nothing for you on that. Any other subjects?
I got nothing for you on that. 4 times. Not once, not twice, not 3, but 4 times. Chucky Boy Schumer, go see the White House counselor. I got nothing for you on that. That big game that Democrats were talking about so much about. Oh, I got nothing for you on that. I got nothing for you on that. I got nothing for you on that. You got nothing. You sound like a bum. Like, hey, can I get $1? Can I get a quarter? Come on, man. I got nothing. He's got nothing, and he wins nothing, as they should. But somehow, folks, U.S. Democrats reelect 74-year-old Senate leader. New York Senator Chuck Schumer, the guy with the glasses, has been reelected to lead the caucus for the 5th time. You sure you want him as your leader? Are you sure about that? U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has unanimously backed was unanimously backed by his caucus on Tuesday to continue his role in the next Congress. Isn't that special? Look at that. It marks the 5th re-election as party leader for Schumer, a 74-year-old New York senator. Do dissidents. Come on, man. You got to get this guy out of there. Who has led the Democrats in the upper chamber since 2016. Next year, however, he will head the minority party after Republicans managed to unseat a handful of senators and take a vacant seat, securing a 53-strong majority. Schumer said he was honored and humbled, yeah, right, by the trust placed in him by his colleagues to lead them during this crucial period for our country. Schumer pledged to work with Republicans whenever possible. As I have long said, our preference is secure bipartisan solutions, bipartisan, which means we're all going to get screwed up the wazoo, whenever possible, and look for ways to collaborate with our Republican colleagues to help working families. Isn't that great? He said in a statement posted on Meta's Threads. You're posting on Threads? Dude, they got to go on Blue Sky with the little blue butterflies. However, our Republican colleagues should make no mistake about it. We will always stand up for our values. Folks, do the Democrats have any values? Type 1 for yes, Kit. They do. It's because of non-believers like you that you poisoned the political landscape. Type 2. Oh, man, the Democrats don't got anything to believe. They believe in money. Lots and lots of money and asking me for money. I wonder how many 2s will be in the chat. The announcement appeared to receive a mixed reaction at best, with numerous of Threads users flocking to Schumer's thread to vent their anger. The discontented users accused the senator of being unable to provide the Democrat caucus with strong enough leadership and urged him to step down before he heads us over another cliff. And how did Chucky Boy Schumer feel about it? Yeah, this is how he felt about it.
Here's what I think about it.
But hey, seeing the Democrats lose all the time, it's amazing to me.
Amazing. 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 Amazing.
Amazing indeed. That's what the Democrats do all the time. And the thing is, this parting of Hunter Biden that was secure, really secure and pave a pathway for Trump to pretty much help out anyone he chooses to. But I got nothing for you. That's Chucky Boy's message to you. I got nothing for you on that because he has nothing. He has no answer. A lot of these Democrat politicians risk their entire career, their livelihood, their credibility based on the assumption they assumed that old man Biden wouldn't do what they told him not to do, but he did it anyways. So perhaps he's still coherent enough to do so. I mean, it's understandable. I mean, Hunter Biden is Biden's son, but it still leads so much to toxicity in the realm of politics. It leads to further enraged voters at the Democrats. And maybe this is what's needed. Vote blue no matter who. All of you liberal people, maybe you're finally realizing that all the former Bernie Sanders supporters, independents, and progressives were right about the Democrat Party, and that it's okay to leave the Democratic Party, and that it's okay to give the Democrats a big old middle finger because it's what they deserve. If they actually had a plan, they'd be consistent. If they actually had values, they'd tell you what they are. But instead, no. Orange man bad. And trust Biden. The watchword for the Democrats is, I got nothing for you. That's their watchword. Hold on. We'll see it again together, as a family should, because we can never forget just what they do, how they operate. That's the words that they live by. You know, in Game of Thrones, all the different houses, they each have words for their house. I've got nothing for you on that. That's the Democrats' watchword. Take it away, Chucky Boy. Show us that leadership. Dick, you're not paying attention. You're just staring off into space, Dick. Are you glad to see us, Dick? How you doing, Dick? And there's the globe. And yes, Senator Cory Booker. So I was right. I didn't forget his name. Take that, Joe Mencia.
Questions? Yes, Bolton.
Do you agree with some of your Democrat colleagues who say that President Biden's pardon of Hunter Biden was wrong or unwise, it's personal interest ahead of duty?
I got nothing for you on that.
Can I follow up on that?
I got nothing.
Are you concerned with lack of
One.
transparency, lack of honesty around Biden's decision to pardon?
As I said, I got nothing for you on that.
Two.
Nope. Gonna s-
That pardoning anyone on the way out of office, family members, sets a poor precedent.
Thank you. I've got nothing
Great.
for you on that.
And 4.
Question is, talked about January 6th pardons. This is a playbook for incoming President Trump. Isn't this a problem? Did he not establish a bad precedent for pardons?
I got nothing for you on that. Any other subjects? Any questions? Yes. Vote.
I got nothing for you. I got nothing, folks. I got nothing. That's it. That's the end of Hard Lens Media. I've got nothing for you on that. I got nothing for you on that. The words of the Democrats. That's the face of leadership. You can't answer the questions to the press. You put yourself between a rock and a hard place. And yet, even now, so many Democrats are still asking us, the voters, constituents, and people who are just tired of the DNC. They're still sending you text messages and emails asking you for money. Take a hint. We got nothing for you either, buddy. And we never will.
Radio station just censored the word devil. Clearly, we are on a different level. I guess you wouldn't notice all the rolling boulders crashing past your shoulders when you're taught to shift your focus lower, scream at all the pebbles. Cheering on the bombers because you can't abide the rebels. But I bet you'll wring your bloody hands when all the dust has settled, when the last little limb is pulled from Gaza's twisted metal. Then you can say how you were led astray, and never once in all your days would you have knowingly supported all the genocide for which you clapped and prayed. But they baited you with unconfirmed blurbs about babies until you were filled with rage. Yet someone told you babies had been starving, bombed, and caged for nearly 80 years in Gaza, and you looked the other way. So regret, but make it fashion. Go and pluck that final petal off a hyacinth on Instagram for every kid they kettled. Every son that Israel imprisoned when they're little, that they tortured for a decade, then surprised with their acquittal. And when they got released and saw their parents, and whenever siblings hadn't met the missiles, they stared right through their middle. Their eyes don't seem to focus, and their words are all but dribble, like they're pondering the darkest riddle. That is, how many false flags does it take to make humanity inhuman and uncivil, distorted by the revel? The crooked slant where Israel contorts into America, Biden bathing Bibi in a bloodbath in the bevel. I opened up my feed and I saw children disassembled. Turned some music on and heard the station censor devil. Imagine thinking Doja Cat's a threat to moral fabric in the single largest terror cell that ever felled a temple, that ever sparked a cleansing, that ever burned a market, that ever raped with bayonets or carpet-bombed apartments, that ever turned your water off and left you in the darkness, left you doing surgery on children while they're conscious. You sing the devil's praises every time you sing our anthem. You sing a hymn to him that watched us birth a million phantoms. You'll proudly wave his flag, and yet you will not name the devil? Well, clearly, we are on a different level. I can give you names, shit, I'll give you several. They say the devil wears a different face for every general, like a composite of the char he brought to fields of emerald, and the wail of every childhood we made ephemeral. So who else has left the stain of blood on everything they touch? Who else can starve civilians and they don't so much as blush? Who else has paid for Gaza being flattened into dust? If there's ever been a devil on this earth, then it is us. That's U.S. What an ugly couple letters. Feeding shit and ignorance to those it chose to tether. From the river to the sea, both are slowly growing redder. For the devil that you know just knows you better. It knows every gut reaction it could ever make you feel. It knows fear is that which wakes you up and gets you on your wheel. It knows just the kind of story that will justify its war. And the scripts are wrapped for World War IV. So just imagine my surprise to give the radio a listen and to hear such pious morals out of Zionists and Christians that they'd take the devil's name and try to clip it from existence while they carry out his bloody business. You would wave a fascist flag, and yet you honor not your Iblis? Name you not Apollyon? Hush you now your witness? Bleed the name of Belial till tongue is rolling listless in the man-made mouth of Mammon, as Lamia's whispers listen. When carts are wheeling bodies through the cities that we crushed, and the very air is rotten with decay of all that was, who else would censor devil yet behave as Legion does? If there's ever been a devil on this earth, then it is us. U.S., but not a unity of souls. More a mass of corporations turning houses into holes, turning people into puppets, turning puppets into mold, turning mold into nutrition bars worth their weight in gold because they're bombing every bakery and burning every field with phosphorus that never once has wanted for a meal. The devil wears a mask and it delights in the reveal, in that moment where the face is let to peel. We do not love the underdog. We do not cheer the rebels. We lust for all their blood until the dust has finally settled. Then pity just ourselves that we were so misled to revel. Proudly wave his flag, and yet we will not name the devil.